Hello and welcome to our new Healy Horizon event in the month of love. Today, our timing is great because we are one day away from the Valentine's Day, and I think this is the perfect moment to talk about celebrating love, care, and connection. This is also our Healy topic for the month of February and what our products generally stand for. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Martina Kling. I am Healy World's Global Marketing Director, and today I will be your host. It is my true pleasure to welcome you to a Healy Horizon online stream event. A warm welcome to all of you who are following our stream right now in real time via YouTube or Facebook. And hello to all the wonderful people in our community who will watch our recording afterward on social media channels. Thank you for being here tonight and feel free to engage with us, send us your comments, love and support via chat or ask any questions you may have. Our support team is online right now and will be there for you during and after our event. All interactions are much appreciated because, as the saying goes, sharing is caring. So I invite you to share and engage with our live stream and spread the topic of love and connection with your community. For those of you who are watching or joining for the first time, allow me to get you up to speed. Healy World is a young company with a serious mission and big vision and great success. At Healy World, we embrace the concept of holistic health and we believe in the power of individualized microcurrent frequencies, so-called IMF, to improve people's lives and well-being. We stand for care, innovation, and impact. The essence of our daily business is imagination, creativity, and continuous evolution in all that we do. We make things happen by acting with commitment, and we share knowledge and collaborate for best results. That being said, I want to emphasize that with everything that we do, we always have our Healy at the center as our ultimate focus. Now, let's explain what Healy is before we tap into today's topic of love, care, and connection.
If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Experience Healy. Smart device developed for you to live a balanced life with confidence and comfort. The Healy is a high-tech wearable to support and empower you through a multifaceted approach. It uses individualized microcurrent frequencies, IMF programs, with over 9 million different frequencies designed to promote well-being and vitality. All things in the universe are constantly in motion and vibrate at various frequencies. These frequencies are known to bring form, order, and coherence. Even your body is a system that will only thrive when in natural balance and order. This is where the Healy comes in to harmonize your bioenergetic field. You can operate the device with the Healy app, bringing balance to key aspects of your life. Working, exercising, relaxing, sleeping, and many more. Made in Germany, This innovation was developed by doctors, scientists, and engineers, bringing to life Marcus Schmieka's vision of making holistic health accessible to every human being on this planet. Not only that, the device is also patented and supported by studies, designed to fit into your lifestyle. The Healy is compact, travel-friendly, light in weight, and big in impact. Whether you're a holistic health enthusiast, high achiever, or someone aiming to do better, find a sense of belonging in a network of like-minded people seeking a fulfilling future. Healy, frequencies for your life.
As you could see in our video, Healy is a smart and versatile high-tech device designed to harmonize your bioenergetic field and to empower people to live life full of balance, coherence, confidence and comfort by the use of individualized microcurrent frequencies. And precisely because of this reason, because Healy is so versatile, when we talk about it, there are so many angles we can highlight. Sports, beauty, consciousness, sleep, nutrition, water, energy, and also love, especially self-love, care and connection. Those three, in that order, love, care and connection, are going to be our focus today. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome a fantastic guest, Nati Valderama, a self-love coach who is here to share with us the importance of self-love. Next, we will welcome an inspiring guest, Max Glöckner, an amazing person and one of the most enthusiastic Healy users. He's here today to share his personal experience and explain how the Healy can support you in better taking care of yourself and your community. Lastly, we will help you connect with us, choose the right Healy Edition to meet your needs and understand the highlights and benefits. So, I suggest we start right away with our first guest. She is very excited and eagerly waiting in our studio. Let's give a warm welcome to Nati Valderama. This beautiful lady is a self-love coach, astrologer, and entrepreneur. Above all, Nati is a passionate human being all around. After years of internal struggles and confusion about her life and direction and career, she made a complete change in her lifestyle and found her dream career as a coach along the way. She realized she needed to get a way of balance in order to realize what living a balanced and loving life truly meant to her. Today, she helps her clients lead fuller lives through self-love practices, helping them dig deeper into themselves. Nati, we are super happy and excited to have you with us today, joining all the way from Chile. Wow, we can see you have good weather over there and even better mood. We cannot wait to hear about your experience and your valuable tips. The stage is yours.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me in this incredible event. It's truly an honor to be a part of it. My name is Nati Valderama, and I am a self-love coach and astrologer. I'm here to share some tips and takeaways from my time working as a self-love coach. It's the month of love, and though we usually think our partnerships are our most important relationships, I'm a firm believer that our most important and our longest relationship is the one we have with ourselves. It took me many years to get to the place that I am today in my self-love journey, and I help women all over the world heal and nurture their relationship to themselves through different self-love practices. Not too long ago, I was a person who truly despised myself. I was the kind of person who would drink every day, eat junk food constantly, and I was really negative all the time. One day, 9 years ago, I decided that enough was enough, and I turned my life around 360. I got certified as a holistic health coach, and I began to coach women around their habits in relation to nutrition, since that was what kickstarted my own self-love journey. The more I helped women with their overall healthy habits, I realized that there was a common thing that we were all lacking: self-love. And what we all wanted was to know ourselves deeper, to care for ourselves more effectively, and to succeed in our personal and professional pursuits. I say we because as I coached women, I was also receiving the medicine that I very much needed as well. I changed my approach from health coaching to self-love coaching some years ago, and it's been amazing to see the impact and the ripple effect that it has when a woman knows, cares, and loves herself deeply. I began with me, and the ripple has reached corners of the world that I never imagined. Social media has been a big part of how I reach and connect with women all over the world. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunities that it has brought my way, among those being here speaking with you. But I am also really aware of the negative effects that social media has had on us, individually and collectively. Feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, issues with self-image, comparison, the list goes on. Right now, though, rather than talk about the negative effects that social media has had on us, I'd like to share some tools and strategies that I use in order to have a more positive experience on social media. I'm a big fan of journaling, as it is a great tool for self-awareness and self-discovery. I like to use social media with intention. So this begins with asking myself some powerful questions like, what are my values? What kind of people inspire me? What kind of life do I want? And then I relate this back to the people I follow, specifically on Instagram. So do the people I follow live by some of the same values that I do? Do the people that I follow inspire me? Do the people I follow live the life that I want to live? I'll share an example from my life. So when I began my Instagram account, I was very into the fitness scene. I was surrounding myself with people who were looking to get leaner, to eat healthier, and it really helped me to live a healthier life and to work out consistently. Eventually, though, I lost interest in fitness as I started prioritizing balance and softer, joyful movement like dancing and yoga. At first, I'd see the people I was following, I'd see them doing intense HIIT workouts, and I'd feel guilty for not working out more often and for letting myself go. Eventually, I realized that they were living lives that I no longer wanted to live. So I unfollowed around 90% of the fitness people from my Instagram. The 10% who remained were people who were living lives that inspired me and who shared values similar to mine. Instead of getting stuck in feelings of envy around people that I followed, I became super intentional about who I followed, and if feelings of envy showed up, I reframed them into admiration. Sorry, it's a bit noisy outside. This leads me to a really powerful reframe that I've been living by for years. You might have heard of the term expanders in manifestation. An expander is someone who shows your subconscious that what you desire can be manifested. And additionally, that the reason that you are attracted to them in the first place is because you know that you are meant to be the same way or create some of the same things. So sometimes in social media, we find people who are living lives that we want to live. It might be people that you've never met or acquaintances. You might see them living a life that you'd love to live, and you can easily slip into negative thought patterns of envy and jealousy. So here's where the reframe is important. You can see this envy as admiration. You admire their lifestyle, their relationships, wardrobe, their body, and you can use their lives as your own little vision board. You can take action to get your life closer to theirs. You can literally slip into their DMs and ask them questions, ask them for advice. You never know, they might answer with some really heartfelt advice. But getting in that energy of admiration, of honoring their existence and knowing that, hey, they're just another human trying to live their life as best they can. That really helps to remove the envy and the jealousy. And you also might be an expander for someone else, whether on or off social media. Someone might be looking at your life through the lens of admiration and love. Which leads me to the final thing I want to say about social media. It is so important to create more than we consume. We can get so stuck in a cycle of consumption on social media, scrolling so much that we begin to lose our own voice. This is why it's important to A, be mindful of the people you follow, since they're affecting you in more ways than you know, and B, make time and space to hear your own voice and to share that voice with the world. You never know who you might end up inspiring. When we share on social media, it's important that it comes from a place of authenticity and connection. It can be really easy to share our lives and to begin receiving external validation from friends, from strangers, and external validation can be super addicting. I love the quote, external validation is like a drug, internal validation is like a daily vitamin. It's so important that we take our daily vitamins. What I mean by this is that it's essential to have personal practices that encourage this internal validation. For me personally, my gratitude practice, which I'll get to shortly, and my journaling practice have been the base to which I keep returning to day in and day out in order to receive this internal validation that builds my unconditional self-worth. No one can take that away from me. And sure, sometimes receiving external validation feels nice, but if we come to depend on it, then it can become an exhausting search of approval from others. So I found that in order to build the strong foundation of unconditional self-worth, it's important to really lean on yourself and build these practices that support you in your self-knowledge, in your self-compassion. Work on truly loving yourself first and not depending on others to find that love. And when you do receive love and validation from others, it's really well received and welcomed because your own love and validation has really laid that foundation. I want to close this conversation with an invitation for gratitude. It is scientifically proven that a daily gratitude practice is important. The truth is that gratitude is not a quality, as some people might think, but it is a skill. And in order to develop the skill, we need practice. I have a habit tracker in which I write down 3 daily gratitudes, and it has had an amazing effect on me. When I first started, I would find it really hard to find things to be grateful for, and I would end up repeating the same things over and over. But with time, you start becoming more observant, more perceptive, and the little things become the big things. If you're just starting out with a gratitude practice, I'd recommend starting with 1 gratitude a day and focusing on being original and specific. So, for example, if you find yourself being grateful for your pet today, ask yourself, why? What about your pet is bringing up feelings of gratitude? Is it the fact that your pet made you laugh today? Is it the fact that you went for a nice walk with your pet? Be specific. Practicing gratitude leads to being a more grateful person and being in the energy of gratitude. I don't know if you've heard of the emotional frequency chart, but I like to think of it like this. It's hard to be on the low end of the emotional frequencies if you're constantly practicing gratitude. Gratitude goes hand in hand with love for yourself, for others, and for life in general. So give it a try and let me know how that goes for you. Thank you again to the Healy team for having me, and thank you for listening. I really hope that you found some value in what I shared with you today. Big hug. Bye.
Thank you so much, Nati, for this beautiful encouragement to love and care about ourselves, to give us that lens of admiration and love. I'd like to give you a special thanks for your social media tips, because nowadays, especially for young people, it is not easy to confront the pursuit of perfection. So instead of being insecure, we can find our source of inspiration and share our own voices. Speaking of voicing out our thoughts in daily practices that encourage the internal validation that Nati was talking about, I would like to welcome our next guest, who is a beautiful soul and is quite passionate about sharing his voice when it comes to Healy. He has been with us for a few years and is now an important part of our Healy family. Welcome, Max. It is fantastic to have you here. Since you are someone who is excited about implementing Healy in your daily life, we are thrilled to hear about your experience.
Thank you very much, Martina. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy, grateful, and excited, of course, to speak with you guys today. Also, big thanks again to the speakers before me. Thank you so much for sharing your gift. You're absolutely amazing and so important messages to really remind us about love. And yes, tomorrow is the big day, right? The day that's supposed to remind us to share some love, receive some love, give some love, be some love, feel some love. And it's a beautiful reminder for sure. But I think also we should be reminded to, that love is all around us basically every day and not only tomorrow. So we experiencing love all the time, and we can give love and serve all the time. So maybe in my little talk, I want to share a little bit about how Healy not only changed my life, but meanwhile changed so many lives, and what has it to do with self-love, with love, with connection to other people. So I think first of all, we need to understand what is it actually about. So when I first understood Healy, the way it works, to be honest, I still don't understand it 100%, but we're getting closer and closer. 4 years ago, I spoke to Markus Schmiedke, really, when I started sharing this amazing device and observing the explosion all over the globe of so many people and so many experiences and testimonials. It was when it all started. Markus Schmiedke said something to me that really changed my life. And he said, Max, everything is energy and frequencies are everywhere. And we have a device and a technology which taps exactly into that space. So basically, if everything is energy, so is your screen in front of you energy. The camera or the phone in front of me is energy. The chair you are sitting on is energy. And it's the same energy like your body, your thoughts, the air, your emotions, your intentions. It's all the same thing. So we are basically, for real, tapping into the most fundamental form of our life, which is our energy. And everything is energy and everything is moving and nothing is still. We kind of can control now way more by just knowing this than we could before. That means we become more aware about the things that going on around us. For example, everybody of us knows the feeling when your spouse, when your husband, your wife, your kids, your partner, maybe a friend comes into the door and he has great mood. Something amazing happened to this person. And the room starts shining. And you can feel it even before the person taps into this room. And you can already sense it. This is energy. And this is awareness. The same way you can be aware if somebody has bad mood and comes into the room and is upset with something. You can feel like, something is getting heavy. This is awareness. You can feel what place is good for you, where you feel like you're getting into your highest vibration and you feel amazing, you become productive, you're getting into a peak state and be most resourceful for humanity and for everybody around us. You know these places. Sometimes it might be the holiday, it might be a beach, it might be in the mountains, it might be in the nature and the forest. But you also know these places, sometimes it might be even your home, where you look around and everything is triggering you, and it makes you feel bad and it sucks your energy. All of these things are awareness. So the more aware we become, the more empowered we get. That means we are able to make choices that are good for us. And we are able to think about the things that we want to think about and not always being manipulated by triggers and think about things we don't want to think about, because that creates emotions, and these emotions create actions, and then these actions lead to sometimes results we don't want to be. So the more aware we become about the things that are happening around us and are good for us or maybe not so good us, the more we can control and maneuver our life into a direction which is most resourceful for us. And by understanding that everything is energy, and we have a device which is tapping into the energy. Right now I'm running one of my favorite love programs of all time. Of course, it's the heart chakra. But also we have, of course, the soul cycle, which is absolutely tremendous in order to opening your heart, opening your mind, getting yourself in coherence. For me, the most classic and the best ever is like for me still the gold cycle. I love pure, I love care in order to really connect to myself. So we have a device which is helping us to connect again, helping us to receive energy, because let's face it, nobody of us is perfect, I'm talking this way, and saying like, okay, become aware about your thoughts and become aware about the things, but all of us always constantly getting into in situations where we sometimes cannot control and we are victim to our environment. But it's important that we, as much as we can put ourselves out of this situation, detach for one moment, understand like, okay, what's going on here, and become aware about the things around us. Maybe the people who like draining us a little bit, becoming aware that everything is a learning, as a lesson, you know. Then we have empowerment. Then we have power about our own life and our own decision. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to do it all the time. But if we have something that helps us to be in that state, it is really empowering. And therefore, Healy is doing exactly this. It brings us back into source, basically. Because when we work with energy, we understand, I am energy. I can receive something that is truly opening my heart. I can receive something that is detoxing my mind, detoxing my emotions, my mental body, and detoxing myself from so many things in order for me to feel better and thrive again. I have actually an application, which is obviously the analysis application, the aura analysis, which is able to tap into my information field and select answers to questions I have never asked myself before. But how amazing is it if you start asking yourself new questions? Now you become aware, because now you have new answers that you have never had before. And when you become new answers, you're becoming more aware about new things. So Healy is doing exactly this. And this is why Healy, in my opinion, is so tremendously successful, so tremendously important for the people, because it's a reminder. The same way tomorrow is reminding us of sharing love, giving love, receiving love. Healy is a reminder of, hey, you are enough and you are in control and you are love and you can decide the way you want to think, feel, act. This is empowerment. And this is working because it's all energy. So what has Healy else to do with self-love and love? First of all, if you start becoming aware about the things that are happening within you, because let me tell you, awareness, what does it mean? It means you know yourself the best. There is nobody out there who knows you better than you know yourself. So the more you get to know yourself, the better you get to know yourself, the more powerful you get about your life. So what could be more self-love than get to know yourself, fall in love with yourself, understand yourself? If you treat yourself the way you treat your wife or your husband or your children, you should treat yourself like you are your best friend. You should always talk to yourself like you are the best friend. Think about sometimes how you talk to yourself and how you talk to your best friend. You should always talk to you in a beautiful way. And you should remind yourself like, hey, Max, this is not the way I want to be in right now. Hey, this is not the things I should think about right now. These are not the people maybe I should be with right now, or the places I should hang out in. This is something you should like. This is something you should do. You know, reminding ourselves of what is good for us. This is complete self-love. And this is why it's so important. Tapping into energy, most fundamental thing of all our life. Becoming aware about what's important, what to think about, who to be with, where to go. This is self-love. When we are in self-love and we experience self-love for ourselves, now we have the power to love as well. Because when we come out of a state of lack, out of a low frequency, feeling unwell, feeling not happy with situations, feeling unsatisfied, feeling grudge or hate even, we cannot share love. But when we empowered and we are aware and we are strong and we can feel our heart and be connected with everything around us and know what's good for us, this is self-love. And from this day, we can share love and we can give love. So it's our responsibility to find love for us first. And when we have the love, it's almost like, just imagine you're a candle. And you have a candle and you are lightning. You have a big, nice flame on your head. Maybe it's not like literally taken, but you're a candle, right? And you're lightning. Now you can light up 1,000,000 different candles. And your fire is still the same. It doesn't change. But you can light up 1,000,000 different candles just with your light. So when you have that light, which is your self-love, you can share so much love. And you have an abundance of this love. And it's never going to be drained. It's always going to be there. But first, you got to have that light on. You got to have that flame shining. So this is why self-love is the number one most important thing before anything else. After self-love, we share love. And now connection. What does Healy do? It's connecting people. What are we doing? I'm talking to you. You're listening to me and all these amazing other people, and everybody's here connected because of one thing, because of this little device, because of the same mission, because of the same interest, because we want to know things that are very like-minded to the other people. So it's community, and this is connection. Now, and another thing is, what could be more self-loving in having this device, experiencing it, having the energy, becoming more aware, and now even create an income vehicle with this by sharing it to other people and show the love because you share something to other people because you care for the other people. So this is true love, So now we have it all combined. We have the self-love, we have the love, and we have the connection because this is what we're doing. We're coming together on these beautiful events like this and we're talking to each other. We share our gifts to each other. You share your attention to me, which is a blessing, That's why I'm very grateful for this one. So I think if we have something to share, we have to share this because we care for other people. And this beautiful device gives us the ability to share it and even create an income for ourselves that makes us more free, more independent, more empowered than we could be without it. So these are my 10 minutes for you guys. And yes, thank you again, Martina, for inviting me here and sharing a little bit about Healy. I just wanted to tell you guys, just use your Healy, enjoy the chakra programs, really tap into sometimes and remember how important is your intention. Just stay really centered and focused and understand you are in control. You're in charge of your life. Life is happening for you and it's not happening to you. The moment you become aware, you can tune into new frequencies and experience life on a very different level. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That was indeed a speech of love, I would say. Thank you so much, Max, for sharing your passion and excitement about Healy with us. You have truly inspired us and brought Healy closer to us. Dear community, I hope through the beautiful session of Nati and so inspiring testimonial from Max, you can feel the Healy energy and understand why we are so grateful and proud to have such an innovative product in our hands. Our Healy's founder and owner, Markus Schmieke, once said that when we feel our life as a unity, as a meaningful unity, then we are happy. Then we can experience well-being. He sees Healy's mission as bringing people closer to this state of well-being. Speaking of Healy, we do not only talk about one product. What I find exciting is that we have 5 editions to choose from depending on your needs. Healy Gold, Healy Holistic, Healy Resonance, Resonance Plus, and our last and top-end edition, Healy Professional. Each edition offers you a wide variety of benefits that fit your personal needs. The higher you go in the edition's lineup, the more benefits. Basically, it's an added benefit system, and you can choose what resonates with you the most. Let me quickly guide you through and help you find the right edition for you. We start with the Healy Gold Edition. This is our entry-level model, combining a selection of powerful frequency programs and modules that will help you build a strong foundation for greater well-being due to the Gold Cycle Program Group. Another major benefit is the Heal Advisor Search Module, an easy-to-use search app that lets you find the right Healy programs for almost every topic recommended. Moving forward, Healy Holistic Edition contains all benefits of Healy Gold, plus additional program groups that address the promotion of your vitality. This edition is composed of over 60 frequency programs that are supposed to help you achieve and preserve a common state of unity between your body, mind, and soul. My favorites among those 60 programs are Healy IMF programs to harmonize the meridians according to traditional Chinese medicine. In other words, it is about stimulating the respective meridians to improve the energy flow and, as I just said, your vitality. Next edition is Healy Resonance, We created this edition to help you find your way and unleash your inner potential as an individual. It offers you almost 100 frequency programs meant to serve you as the fitting answer to your personal demands. Healy Resonance provides all the benefits of well-being of the previous two, but on top of that, it brings additional benefits. It will provide support to those users looking for peaceful sleep. Then there is the Chakras program group to balance your 7 main energy centers according to ancient traditions and to stimulate your life force to increase your energy capacity. And last but not least, the Heal Advisor Resonance module, which analyzes in-depth information in order to find the root causes of imbalances in the information field and to ways to optimize them. Now, the Resonance Plus edition adds a completely new set of program groups and app modules that were all built to serve those that search for clarity, new perspectives, and catalysts for their lives. Among other benefits, one of my personal highlights is the Heal Advisor Analyze Coach module, which will support you in performing analysis in the information field and also receive guidance in several important fields of personal development, such as emotional balance, personal, social, and family relationships, spirituality, and goals. Basically, Personal Coach module provides the user with unique information to help them achieve increased mental and emotional balance. How great is that? And finally, Healy Professional. This is really our masterpiece and it is unrivaled in its performance. With nutrition and revitalization, you can really experience the last pieces of holistic lifestyle. Among all the benefits that we have already mentioned, we have here the Job Program Group, which offers you unique programs to handle a stressful work life. Then we have digital nutrition programs containing resonant frequencies for vitamins and minerals that can holistically support you. And to wrap it all up, there is also a bioenergetic vitalization module with 12 IMF programs combined with holistic health tips. I'm sure everyone can find its perfect match and edition fitting exactly her or his needs. If you need our support, feel free to contact us via Facebook or Instagram and we are happy to support you with our advice. Some of our editions are also currently available as special offers and great bundles, so feel free to check our website and explore these opportunities. Now, before we say goodbye, let's see what is the next great topic we will cover in March. As you could see in our cute video, in March at our next Healy Horizon event, we will talk about sleep, nutrition and hydration. Beautiful topics. I think sleep and nutrition and also hydration are something that we can all relate to, and also in parallel, those topics play very important roles in our holistic health approach. So I'm super excited to welcome you with some new exciting guests on the 15th of March. Same time, same place, so set your reminders. And do not forget to share our stream with your community, because you already know our motto, sharing is caring. Until next time, have a great time, stay happy and healthy. Bye-bye.